Fever Dream.
Alright, welcome to the Fever Dream podcast. I'm Brody Jonas. Zach can't be here, he's the other co-host. So instead, I thought I would just invite my best friend, Lucas, who is showing off his Yu Yu Hakusho t-shirt. It's got the boys on it. The boys. The boys.
Hello, this is Lucas. My hair's a mess and I'm miserable from my new job.
Yeah.
How is everyone tonight?
I'm doing alright. How about you, man?
I've been better, but I've been worse.
True. Well, I have a bowl over here, and it's filled with the rest of my Philly steak sub. It looks like a bunch of paper, but inside there is the remains of a sub. I started eating that last night at 3:13 a.m. I couldn't finish it. I went to bed.
So, around the time I got home
Oh shit.
from work.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, let's not.
That is an epic story for another time. Probably
Yep,
never.
When I'm up to it.
Yeah. Alright, so. Anyway. All day, I was out doing other shit today. We got our laundry done. We did a little bit of shopping. And I got to see my granny today. And,
Sweet, man.
and also my aunt, who is my grandma's sister. You know her as Aunt Chris. Or just Chris. Sometimes I just call her Chris. K-R-I-S,
Chris?
yeah. It's Chris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You can never be too careful nowadays. You don't know.
Yeah. You don't want to misgender anybody. You don't want to go too far.
Yep.
But yeah, anyway, I got to see Aunt Chris today. And one of the biggest surprises is when I get my driver's license, I get a free van from her.
Sweet, you get a free car. That's nice.
She says it's a pile of shit.
Oh well, all first cars are a pile of shit.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, look at your car.
Yeah, the interior is fine, but the exterior isn't.
Oh yeah, yeah. The exterior. I looked at your car and I'm like, we're gonna have a bumpy ride.
Yeah, but in the interior, everything works perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong there.
Like, I was pretty surprised at first when I first saw your car when we pulled into Little Caesars that day. I was like, Lucas said it was a good car. What the hell is this thing? This has to be someone else's car. This can't be Lucas's. And I look inside and I just see Lucas and he's like, hey, and I'm like, jeez, what's going on with the car?
And then clean the inside of my car.
Yeah, and then I got into the inside of the car and it's like, oh, this is nice. The inside of the car is nice. The outside is not.
It's old-fashioned, which is strange about it.
Yeah. It's
Even
pretty
though it's from
old-fashioned.
2008, everything is manual except for the transmission.
Yeah. I'm checking my camera. Oh, it's right. That's right. That's right.
Everything's good.
Everything's good. I thought shit was ass backward for a second. In my last podcast, this whole thing was flipped over, and Eat My Ass turned into Te-im Sa. Everything was backwards. It's
Timisa.
Timisa. Timisa.
That sounds like a character from some anime.
No, it's not a name. It's like they're just their catchphrase. It's the most annoying fucking catchphrase you can make up in an anime. And they just say it all the time like a Pokemon. They're like, Timisa! And it's like, shut the fuck up! This character needs to burn in hell. There's some characters that are...
Nico Me. I remember when that was everywhere.
Oh, I hated that so much.
I think that anime is called Live, Love, Sunshine or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Live, Love, Sunshine. Its anime sucks ass. I'm sorry.
I don't watch Slice of Life, so I don't care.
A Slice of Life can be good. That's not good. I don't know why it's popular. I hate watching it. All people watch it for is because they simp for these teenagers. You know?
Yep.
You know, little girls. And it's just like,
Toradora is a good slice of life anime.
yeah, there's good slice of life anime. That's one of them. I didn't think Watamote was that bad. It just dragged on. It dragged on forever.
I can't even with Watamote, dude.
It's okay at best. It's just depressing to watch.
I saw the scene with the vacuum. I'm just like, oh god, like get it away from me. I don't want it.
Oh, that's a bad scene. You know, that show makes you feel like you're yelling at the screen, just like, stop! It's not what you're supposed to do! Like, when she was using the computer to do, like, this live stream, then she just sat there in front of the camera and did nothing. It's like, no! Speak! Speak! Do something! It's like, it's really hard to watch. It's like, do something! You're doing nothing!
I remember when that show came out. It was right when I started watching, well, I really started getting into anime, and then there was like two groups. There was the people who liked Watamote, who understood it and could feel it, but because they had really bad social anxiety.
Yeah.
And then there was everyone else who was just like, ugh, no.
Yeah. Jesus. And it's... Dude, there's just certain anime that can do good, just certain anime that just beat a dead horse. Sometimes quite literally.
Like ReZero, where it's literally the entire thing is the main character dies over and over again for the whole first season. That's the show. So the show doesn't technically have a plot, just suffering counts as plot, and then everybody wants to shut up.
Do not...
Felix is...
Do not...
Even though he's a trap.
Do not let ReZero fans hear that one. There's a lot of them right now. Especially with Season 2 out.
Yeah, I don't care. They can bring it.
Lucas has some nasty uppercuts ready for you. Ready for you for a taste of reality. It's like... Ah, fuck! I just cracked my fingers. I don't know if that'll pick up on the audio. It may.
I heard it.
Oh, you heard it? Oh yeah, it's definitely picking up. Dude, my computer's having a fucking stroke right now.
My hand is like stuck in this locked position. It's literally like been trained to hold a hammer now.
It's like... One day, that's how you're gonna just kill someone. That's like... This is... You see this? Like, you're just like... You accidentally hit someone you don't want to hit, but you're like too phased out to realize it. You just have a hammer in your hand, you just start swinging it everywhere. There's like 5 people dead. You look behind you, you're like, uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. I've just been so used to this hammer. I can't stop swinging. It's like
swinging.
It's like the hammer. It's like the Hammer Bros in Mario.
Hammer Bros. Oh yeah.
Throwing hammers everywhere. It's like, just leave me alone. Oh man.
Oh god, Nintendo. That's a conversation all in itself.
We can talk about Nintendo.
Well, okay. You know what I don't like about Nintendo?
Yeah?
Is how they forget series and they just leave them in the dust for no reason.
Metroid?
Even if they're popular. Metroid is one.
Yeah.
F-Zero is another one.
Yeah.
Kid Icarus is another one.
Yep.
What else do they leave behind?
I'll tell you what, with Kid Icarus, they milk the shit out of Palutena because people know they'll be just going... That's it, though. That's the only thing they'll milk out of it.
Yep.
And the only thing she's in is Smash. There's
basically,
and then there's Pit and there's Dark Pit. That's it. It's like, I don't know. I don't know much about Smash Ultimate, so maybe they added that one other girl, but I highly doubt it. I don't care. Smash is boring, and it's also like, I never liked Smash because there's never a jump button. You use the directional pad to go up to jump. It's like, no. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that to jump. They want to press a button to jump so they feel like they're jumping. They don't want to accidentally jump.
One of the coolest fighting games I've ever played is this forgotten game for the PS1 called Ergitz. It's a weird name. I think it's spelled Ehgeiz. It was basically a PlayStation All-Stars for the PS1, but it was like way better because it had its own identity. It wasn't just a Smash Bros. Ripoff.
Yeah.
Like it had 3D environments and all the characters looked really nice. If I ever get a PS1, I'm gonna track down a copy and play the shit out of it till the end of time.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I want a PS1 just for the sake of having a PS1, because it's been years since I had one ever. It's probably been over 15 years since I've seen one.
Yeah, believe it or not, they're actually really affordable because they made so many of them.
Yeah.
But the problem is just getting the memory cards. That's the problem.
Oh,
the
memory cards.
They don't last forever. They usually fry or they get broken because they're tiny. They're made of plastic. And
yeah.
Yeah, the memory cards are... I'm glad those are a thing in the past.
I kind of like the idea of memory cards, but using external storage devices is probably more helpful. Like, I have an entire 1 terabyte hard drive hooked up to my PS4 right now.
Yeah.
Because
One thing I don't miss, though, well, even this is the thing, even in the previous generation, well, I guess 2 generations ago now, since the PS5 is out, is games on more than 1 disc. I'm glad that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah. Hey, camera.
Oh,
there you are.
sorry.
Peekaboo. A peekaboo.
Covering up an accident.
For audio listeners, Lucas just like headed out for a second. But yeah, well, what were you saying about discs?
Games on multiple discs.
Oh yeah, yeah. Games on multiple discs is just it's annoying.
Yeah, because the game was too big, but they wanted to make a big game, so they would split the game onto multiple discs. Sometimes it worked. Other times there'd be too many discs. Like Metal Gear Solid was split onto 2 discs, while Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PS1 was split into 2 discs, and in the second disc was only like 2-3 hours of gameplay, and the first disc was like 9. So like they basically shoved as much as they could onto 1 disc. And then there's games like Final Fantasy VII, where the game is shoved into 3 discs for like a story purpose.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite PS1 games of all time was split into 4 discs. Was this Legend of Dragoon? That game is long.
Oh yeah.
Which I still haven't touched.
You tell me a lot about
that game in a while. Yeah, I beat disc 1 and I haven't touched it since. I need to get back to that.
What was one game I was really into? Okay, well, here's the thing. Like, one of the games that was consistently, I think still is to this day, consistently, like, the biggest game possible. It's not the best game, I'm not saying that, but it's, like, the biggest in size. Call of Duty makes the biggest fucking piles of... It's either piles of shit or piles of gold. Their games are so huge. Like, back in the day, your camera just went out. There you are. Hello. Repeat yourself?
No, what you say? I cut out.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I didn't know what... I don't know. You see, this is... Like, me and Zach use Zoom for this, but I didn't want to trouble Lucas through that shit. But, anyways, what I was saying is, one of the consistently biggest games of each year always is Call of Duty. In size, like, game size. Back in the day, like, in, like, the late 2000s, like 2007, 2008, the games were about, like, 5 gigabytes. Back then, that was fucking huge for a game.
Yeah. Now 5 gigabytes is, like, small.
Mm-hmm. And, Black Ops, arguably one of the most successful games of all time, was 10 gigabytes, and that was a breakthrough. And, to think to this day that Black Ops Cold War could take up 200 gigabytes. That's fucking insane. By itself. Just with Cold War.
That seems like too big. That seems like too big of a game.
Uh-huh. It has a lot of content. It's pretty fun, but that's way too big, man.
Yeah.
It's currently the biggest game on my PS4. It has, like, 180 some gigabytes to it. No, wait, hold on. No, 119. My bad. But that's
119,
really big. That's a really
Yeah.
big fucking game. The only game
What?
that's close to it that's on my PS4 is Battlefront 2.
Huh.
And that was like 118. It's a gigabyte less.
The biggest game I ever had on my hard drive was GTA 5. I deleted it because I wanted more storage space.
You barely even play that game, man.
I barely ever played it. I played through the story again. I'm like, yeah, I'll get back to it, and I never did because I got hooked on Shenmue right after that.
Yeah. You still playing Shenmue 3. Did you complete it yet?
Yeah, I beat it about a month and a half ago, and right after that,
Oh.
I'm like, I'm playing Shenmue 1 and 2 again, and maybe 3 when I feel like it, and then I beat Shenmue 1 in 3 days. And then I started Shenmue 2 last week, and I'm just like, yeah, fun. And then I started working this job. I'm just like, I have no free time. Yay!
Yay! Like, I was looking at my PS4, like, it shows you, like, what your friends are doing. I was seeing some achievements from Shenmue 3 a little bit. Or maybe it was Shenmue 1 and 2. Dude, I cannot
It was
say
Shenmue 1 and 2. Yeah.
Because, yeah, I was just looking at stuff like that. You know what really sucks?
Huh.
I had to get PlayStation Plus to play one of my games.
That sucks.
Yeah. I couldn't access anything I had that was cloud saved from my PC to the disc game. Like, come on. Like, I can barely play it on my PC. That's why I just got the PS4 copy. But then it's like, oh, to play online and access your cloud saved stuff, pay for this subscription. It's basically taking a dick to the ass right there. But whatever. I have PlayStation Plus. I guess it has some of its perks. But that's one of my gripes about PlayStation, is the subscription services.
Mm-hmm.
They're
all overpriced.
Yeah? I mean,
Like,
the best possible deal is the yearly one, where it's knocked down to half the price for a month. But I don't
How
have
much
that
is
kind
that?
of. It's like $54.99. I still don't want to pay that much.
I pay about that much for Funimation every year, and I
Yeah.
have a premium subscription to that. Premium.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think there's only one subscription plan for PlayStation Plus. No one should ever get PlayStation Now. There's no reason you need to be doing that. No one needs it. You don't need it. A lot of those games you can just play on your damn PC with either an emulator or through Steam, if there's a Steam version of the game. Just
You know
use
what's even
literally
more?
anything else.
You know what's even more of a ripoff is
Yeah.
PlayStation View. That the service that came around in the early days of the system when it wasn't backwards compatible and it still isn't. They're like, hey, you want to play PS3 games? Well, guess what? You got to do this $8 a month bullshit to
Yeah,
get
that's no, that's garbage, dude.
Yeah, you know what would
Oh.
actually be better? If you actually bought a PS3 and played the games on that, because it would be cheaper, and it is.
Yeah.
That's why I do
Yeah.
that.
I would like to get a PlayStation 3, but at the same time, I don't know if I really wanna. I only have one PlayStation 3 game, and someone threw it away at the college, so don't know if I
What
want to
game
play.
was that?
Killzone 3. I don't know, like
Oh.
it's an FPS game, but I don't know how good Killzone is. There's like
I heard it was alright.
yeah. I like Call of Duty better. But yeah. I only have I have a shit ton of PS4 games. Well, not a shit ton, but I'm starting to get there. I just ordered the Wolfenstein Alt History Collection, which is like $50.
Sweet, man.
Wolfenstein. Yeah, by the way, for Lucas, that's the only FPS game Lucas really wants to play is Wolfenstein. If you like, for real, Lucas, I think you should get just the Alt History Collection, which is the 4 games, which is the New Order. I can't remember the names. I can't remember the second game's name, and then there's the New Colossus, and then Youngblood. It has 4 games.
This is the second one.
New Colossus is the second one, but I think it's the 3rd game total in the series. Like, there's Wolfenstein 1 and 2, but there's a game between 1 and 2. I can't
So
remember
like
the name.
Like a God of War Ghost of Sparta between God of War 1 and 2 kind of
Yeah,
type deal.
yeah. But I got that. It's stuck in Texas right now, but it'll eventually get here. It's supposed to get here Tuesday. But yeah, it's...
Yeah, for even though most people wouldn't agree with my statement, I think first-person shooters usually aren't that great of games. A lot of them are just
A lot of
same,
people
bro.
a lot of people would actually agree with you, except for the fanboys. You want
Yeah,
like
a lot of
FPS shooters are a hit. They used to be really good. A lot of them used to be great. I think one of my favorite all-time FPS shooters is Call of Duty World at War, mainly because its campaign is fucking stellar. That campaign is so dark and it's so like over the top. It was risky. Like okay, I watched like an Act Man video. Do you know the Act Man on YouTube?
no.
Okay, well, the
No.
Act Man reviews games, and usually the title defaults to why is name of game so awesome or so bad. It's either one, or maybe sometimes says awesome and bad, or bad and awesome. Basically, that's the setup of each video he does. He did one on Call of Duty World at War, and the basic premises of the game is fuck your feelings. It has the Nazi flag that are throughout the game. It doesn't care if you're offended by that. It doesn't care if you're offended by a shit ton of dead people laying dead in Stalingrad. It doesn't care if you... It just doesn't care. It's gory as hell, it's dark, and nobody is presented as a hero. Because there were no heroes. Everybody was fighting a war. No one was truly a hero. That's why nobody liked Call of Duty World War II. It was like, oh, the Americans were heroes, and it's like nobody was a hero in World War II.
No.
No one was a hero. That shit was a shit show. That was a shit show. It's old men using young recruits to fight each other in a war that killed millions of people, and also had millions of Jews dead because of, a certain square mustached man who thought it would be really funny to kill people.
Yeah. Did you know that in World War II, most people who died, I think it was 45%, were just civilians.
Yeah. Oh my god.
People who weren't even fighting.
Yeah. Especially, I think a good chunk of that was the Battle of Stalingrad, because it got so bad to the point where the Russians would force their civilians to fight the Nazis. That's how awful that was. That was shitty.
A lot of civilians also died in the bomb droppings.
Oh
There's
yeah,
a lot of those
in Japan.
across Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And across Europe as well.
Yeah, Europe.
All across just the bomb droppings and the nuclear bombs too.
And the Battle of the Bulge probably took out quite a lot of European civilians too, because they usually talk about that was the most lives the Americans had lost on their side, and I'm like, well, how about how many civilians probably died in that too? Because that was the Nazis' last push against the Allied forces was the Battle of the Bulge. That shit was scary. It just had to be scary for not only soldiers, but for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
That was literally the Nazis' last stand, and it was so... the Allied almost lost.
Wow.
They almost lost the war in that fight. That shit was scary.
Did you ever hear about the luckiest man alive during World War II?
Oh, no, I haven't. What's that?
I can't remember his name, but he was Japanese. He survived both bombs. He was in Hiroshima visiting his family, or visiting his father, or something like that, or maybe it was the other way around.
Yeah.
I think he was from Hiroshima, and then he went to Nagasaki afterwards, but he was just in the right spot both times. But he was in both cities when the bombs dropped, and he was in the right spot at both times to not die instantly from the blasts.
Damn.
Yeah.
He had to have been affected by it at the very least, though. I mean, anybody would.
You have to look into that. He had major PTSD after that because he literally saw two cities just get destroyed, but he lived through both of them.
Yeah, that shit was scary. And I remember showing you a comment I made on a video that was based around that. It was a while ago, I think about a year and a half ago. I saw a video talking about that. And it was showing clips of an animation of like that was like reportraying that, like the bombs dropping on the two cities in Japan. It was pretty deep, and it was showing how dangerous the idea of dropping two bombs was. Like, it's more than just ending a war. It's starting a whole different new problem altogether. Like, World War II, it didn't end the way it should have. Nope. Too many lives lost, and then now too many lives affected today. Who knows? Maybe that's the source of cancer right there. Because that shit, the after effects of a nuke, it's just radioactive waste. And it's a lot of people have been born into that garbage. And there's a lot of people that are affected, and it's in their blood. They can't get it out. Yep. It's just in their system now.
A lot, like, that's where most of the cases for cancer worldwide come from, is from Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah, if I ever go to Japan, those are the two places I'm staying away from, right there, because that's terrifying.
I want to go to Mount Fuji if I ever go to Japan.
Oh, same. I want to see that. I don't know if I want to climb it.
No, I'm going to stay away from the mountain. I don't want to be anywhere near the Forest of No Sound.
Yeah. And, I think mainly I'd want to visit the cities and see how crazy it can get. Because the cities look interesting. And I think the thing is, I think I would actually need to learn some Japanese. Because that's their main language. However, I'm very bad at it. I'm bad at languages in general. Like, I tried doing Japanese in my first semester ever in college. I withdrew. I had to get out. I was so far behind. Everybody else was like, yeah, I can do this. This is pretty good, easy. And I'm sitting there going, where are we at? Because it's so far ahead, I don't know what's happening.
I've heard that Japanese is one of the easiest languages to learn if you speak English, because the languages are similar.
I don't know what I was doing.
That's probably why I suck so bad at Spanish. You should have seen me in Spanish class.
I sucked so bad at Spanish, but the main reason I failed that class is because I spent most of the class just looking at FNAF videos. That was when I was really into FNAF. That was like sophomore year. No, that was that was freshman year, actually. That was like the first year I ever knew you.
Yeah.
Or ever knew you existed. I don't think freshman year I really talked to you that much.
No, we didn't start really like becoming friends until sophomore year. It was during gym class when I saw Peyton Woodard slip on your sweat.
No. I think the first thing you ever said to me was, "Nice, you like FNAF."
Nice wallpaper. Nice wallpaper. Yeah, but that was the same day. That was like the first day of school right then. And
yeah.
Mr. Spicer, I think we had at the time, or was
I think it was Mr. Spicer.
It was either Mr. Spicer or Mr. Ayers we had. He made us do like a training workout, and then we were sweating all over the place, and then Peyton slipped on it. I'm just like, I was looking at you like, why does everybody hate that guy? And then I talked to you like the next hour. We had English. I'm like, hey, nice wallpaper, man, and then that was it. We became friends.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, and to think we're still fucking friends after high school. That don't happen too often.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, your head was like slightly out of frame for like the past minute. Yeah, it cut off your chin. You were just like, ain't no chin.
This camera's complicated. That's better.
These headphones on my head are so out there. They're huge. Like if I wore these in public, remember when I had those huge headphones that had StarCraft on them, and I was wearing them in school?
Yeah, and everyone made fun of you because you had StarCraft headphones.
Oh, they didn't make fun of me much for StarCraft. They were just like, why the fuck you got these huge-ass headphones, bro? And I'm like, I don't know. I just want to listen to music, and these are the only headphones I have. And everybody's like, "You dude, just get headphones. Go to a gas station."
I like how when you had those, I had those fairy tale headphones that I had for like 2 years.
Yeah.
That broke just like a few months ago. I always had those around my neck, and nobody ever said anything. Not even the teachers. They were just like, he's a good kid. He's not going to listen to music during class. I just didn't want to take them off because my locker was broken. I didn't want them to get stolen. And they were nice headphones.
Yeah, you lasted a while with those headphones. I think the last time I saw you with them, it was actually the last time I was over at your house. It was last year in August.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
That's when everybody who was there said fuck it, and we didn't wear masks. We're like, we're gonna have a party because 3 people graduated college, like at the same time. We're gonna go down.
I mean, I was sort of afraid, but then after a while, I was just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I think I was the last person to say fuck it, because everybody else was just partying. I think the moment I said pretty much fuck it was when I was like using the pool noodles and we were beating the shit out of each other in the backyard.
Yeah, we were all acting like Zoidberg for no reason. Just whacking each other. There's like, we're all adults basically. Ashton's like the only not, he's like 17, but like the rest of us are like 18 and up. We're all just beating the shit out of each other.
Look at this. There's this 20-year-old bald kid beating the shit out of my son. Actually, I wasn't even that good at the pool noodle fight. I think I hit people a couple times, so I was getting my ass kicked by your brother and the other kid.
Marcus
was getting served.
Marcus was wailing on you.
Marcus was wailing on me. Dude, the kid is tall. He's scary.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd be scared of me, but I think he's normal size to anybody else in the world. I'm 4'11". I get scared easily.
Yeah. You used to have no fear when we first met, though. You weren't afraid of anything.
That's because I was wrestling. I was a sophomore, and I was like, but now I'm just like, I mean, I could probably work out again. I could probably look ripped again, but like, the last time I looked ripped, I was fucking, I loved it. I loved it, but at the same time, I was like, I still ain't getting bitches. What's wrong here?
Because you were short. That was it. That's like the whole thing, basically.
Yeah. You know, the thing, no, it wasn't that I was short. I think I would still get, I would still get some if I had hair. Ain't nobody like a bald guy for some reason. Like, I was getting flack for having no hair.
Well, when you're a teenager, nobody likes bald guys, but when you're an adult, my Uncle Jimmy was bald. Yeah. And he got a lot of women when he was in college, until he met my aunt.
Dude,
he settled down.
Vin Diesel and Dwayne The Rock Johnson get so many DMs. They are bald as fuck. And these guys, they get so much. Everybody's like, he is hot. And I'm like, I could be that guy.
One thing I've realized about people is that when you're in middle school and high school, you're shallow as fuck.
Yeah.
I got rejected by women just because I wore glasses. That was the only reason I got rejected by half of the women I asked out in high school.
Dude, there's people still in high school that were so shallow. Are you in a rocking chair?
Yeah, I am.
I just noticed that. You're just like rocking back and forth. I didn't notice that till now. But yeah, like in high school, nobody cares, dude. Almost no one cares. I mean, up until senior year when everybody's like, you know what, I kind of liked you. You cool. And it's like, well, okay, thanks. I'm probably never going to see you again.
Yeah, too late now.
Too late now, motherfucker.
Yeah, if you wanted to be my high school sweetheart, we should have gotten together a year or two prior. Like, I was here for 4 years and nobody said yes because they were all shallow bitches.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, not a whole lot of people in my class, in our graduating class, would have been grand choices for me. There was a couple, but like for the most part, nah, not for me. I need a better selection. Can we have some more? Bring them on in. Like, it's just, they just weren't my type, man. Especially, oh my god, especially like some of the quote unquote popular girls.
Yeah.
That's not how I roll. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I'm interested in. Oh my god, because I'm fucking not. I'm not into that.
Popular. I remember there was this one popular girl who thought I was in love with her, but I just hated her so much. I hated her guts. She was always like, "You love me, don't you?" I'm just like, "No."
Was that Jessica?
That was Jenna.
Oh boy. Oh.
Jenna thought I was head over heels for her. I'm like, dude.
Remember that one day when I just like cussed her out, and there was the same day I got suspended, and he was like, and she just turned her head to you, and she was like, "Why don't you keep him on a leash?" And then you're like, "He's not a dog." I got suspended for that shit.
And when you came back, Nathan was like, "No, bad Brody, bad dog."
Oh man, dude, poor Nathan has fallen off after high school. He's closed off all of his friends, man.
I wonder what happened to him.
Apparently nothing good, cause he's in some hot water with his dad. I don't want to talk about it too much. I liked him.
Yeah,
he was cool.
He was always in hot water with his dad.
Yeah, well, apparently it's getting worse.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
There's actually one person I wonder about after high school is Kellen.
He's doing all right. Just ask Zach. There was one time I saw Kellen after high school. It was at the laundromat of all places. He's like, "Yo, Brody, what's up?" And I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Kellen?" Like, he seems pretty cool after high school. Through high school, I didn't really like Kellen all that much until like the very end. I guess he just needed more time to mature. It's like
he was always pent up around something. Like, he always had a problem with something every day. That was like his thing.
Yeah, that seemed to be his. Big Yank was having a problem with a lot of things. Like, Kellen...
It didn't help that his parents were, like, controlling his shit.
Oh, yeah. Parents controlling your shit throughout high school is just not going to help you too much develop. Your parents need to control some things, but not everything.
Yeah.
But, but, like... I think Kellen needed a lot of time to mature. It was... Like, after high school, he seems like a really chill dude. Kellen. And, in high school, like, for the most part, until, like, the very last year, it was just off the wall and just not the greatest guy to be around. But, like, the last year of high school, he went from being a complete asshole for the most part to, like, being one of the chillest dudes in the entire class. He was cool.
Yeah, senior year, he was pretty great. I'm like, I even told him like once, like, dude, why couldn't you have been like this the whole time? We would have been like really great friends. He's like, I just had to figure shit out, man. I'm just like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey. Yeah, for the most part, I didn't have that many friends in high school, but towards the end, everybody seemed to be like, I'm not gonna see this guy for the rest of my life. I feel bad now. I like you.
Yeah, that's what high school was like. There was one person where I'm surprised he even graduated high school was Steven, even though he was apparently a genius, even though he acted like the biggest moron of all time.
Well, I mean, I don't think many people liked Steven, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people were aware that he had problems.
Yeah.
He does have problems, but he's a very bright guy. He's really smart. And
it didn't help that he was so annoying, though.
It did not help that. It didn't, but you know what? Whatever. He wants to be him, and his underlying conditions aren't going to help him all that much, but he's eventually going to be able to overcome it. We all overcome shit and all that, and I hope one day he stops going mime, but you know,
and
I really
calling everybody dad for no reason. Which is
I did not get that. I didn't get that.
I still don't get that now.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I feel like other than that, Steven's gonna find something that's gonna help him get through his life. He's gonna eventually find some kind of career that's going to take him a long ways, because he is a pretty smart fucking person. He's probably smarter than all the class. He just chooses not to be.
Yeah.
He was probably
he would have tried to.
He was probably smarter than Luke Wheeler. No, I shouldn't say the last name.
Just say Luke.
Lightning McQueen.
Lightning McQueen.
That's...
Wait, was that his nickname?
I have no idea. I just
I
came
feel like
up
some
with
people
it.
called him that.
Did they? That's fucking funny
I
if
don't-
that's true.
It sounds like it's true.
I did not really like him all that much. It got to the point where he was like getting all these good grades. And he's like, "Look at these grades I got." I'm like, "Bitch, shut up." I don't. No one cares. We're all trying to do our own shit. We're trying to be successful while you out here just farting it out of your ass and be like, "Yo." It's like no one cares.
I remember how upset he was on graduation day when he was salutatorian. He like almost cried about it because he wasn't valedictorian.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
He.
Jenna was valedictorian. I think that's what her name was.
I think Callan was.
Callan?
Callan,
Maybe
yeah.
it was Callan.
I think
Maybe
it. I
was
think
Callan.
Callan. I think had the top. I think Luke Wheeler was second, and then Mara was third.
I
don't.
never wrote that.
I know that. I know that's like the 1, 2, 3. I don't know the names. I think valedictorian's one, and then
valedictorian's
salutatorian.
one, salutatorian's second, but third place doesn't have a name. At least I've never heard
It's
of it.
just third place. You get the bronze medal, and that's it.
Yeah.
You came in third
That's also
place.
That was also the day I realized that I got 13th in our grade. At least that's the spot I got. I'm just like, are you serious? Like,
I got a little lower than that, man. I was at the bottom.
I was just like,
up until like the last few months, I was having a terrible senior year. I was doing so bad. I guess it isn't as bad as my first semester of sophomore year in college, but that's another story for another time. Because that was so bad. I did so bad. I would be currently doing college stuff right now if that didn't happen. Because wow, I was shaky as fuck.
But that's the good thing about college, though. Even if you can't do it, you can always just go back someday, and they'll be like, "Yeah,
come on in.
Just give us more money."
Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta be filthy rich to be farting out a document that says that you can get certain jobs now. I think I'm gonna change my major when I go back.
What are you gonna change it to?
I don't know. The current major that I was doing was communications. That just ain't for me. You wanna know why?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna tell you right now that I want to be a radio host.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good career path.
Well, actually, it is a fairly decent career path, but that's not what I want. That's just not what I want. I want behind-the-scenes work. Almost nothing in communications, except for literally one class, was behind-the-scenes for me. Everything else was just, like, being in front of the camera. I'm like, I don't want to be doing that. Like, there was one time where I said, "Back to you in the studio," and I looked around, and I'm like, I'm in the fucking studio!
Yeah,
it's just, it's not for me. It's definitely not for me. It just isn't.
Yep. If I ever go into college, I'm going to try to major in journalism. That sounds like a good path to me. Expose the truth. Fight for justice. And then if some kid calls me gay, I'll have to take a month off. every Twitter journalist ever.
Dude, I've seen some really... the only journalists I've ever, actually seen and laughed at so much were, anime-related journalists. Oh, they get torn to shreds if they write something that's purposefully wrong. Like, they know it's wrong, and then they rebuttal, and they say, "Oh, wait, no, I like this show." And it's like, bitch, you just wrote some sad shit about it. And they just know it.
Wrote a gossip rag.
And then about a week later, their account's deleted off Twitter. It's funny as shit. There's this guy named James Hansen. He does, Bleach-related content. And, all that. He actually somehow, has, strings to pull in the back. He knows when shit's coming before anyone does that's related to Bleach, which is really interesting. But, anyway, There was this journalist that wrote some shit about Bleach, saying like how, like a lot of misinformation about it. I read the article and I'm like, first of all, there are so many goddamn typos in this that this guy shouldn't even have a journalist related like degree. This shit has to be. This shit should have gone through like at least Microsoft Word to be proofread. It was so bad, and then like some of the terms from Bleach were also misspelled. Like, listen, just Google the word. There will be at least a Wikipedia that tells you how to spell Bankai. It's not Bankei.
You know, I remember at one time
It's not a Japanese rice cake or some shit.
I was scrolling through some Yu Yu Hakusho video, and they were talking about well, there's a part in the show where a bunch of humans get powers, like in Bleach, like the same thing.
Yeah.
Bleach did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And someone was typing Bankai in the comments, and it said Banku, and I just lost my fucking shit for no reason.
Banku.
It was literally spelled B-O-N-K-U, Banku. And he was like,
B-O-N-K? Bonk?
Yeah. Banku.
Oh, that is so good. That's like the most powerful bonk you can perform. With like a gigantic club. Banku.
What's the name of that, even in Bleach? When a bunch of humans get powers?
Humans?
Yeah.
Like regular humans with like abnormal powers?
Yeah, where they just get powers or something like that. Isn't there a part of Bleach that does that?
Fullburners.
Fullburners, that's right. That's what it's called. Yeah, the full burner arc, as it's called. I haven't watched.
Did you just no? Revise that. You just said full burner.
Full burner. Fullbringer.
It's Fullbringer.
Fullbringer. Okay, Fullbringer arc then.
You just came out and you were just like, Furtus. Yeah. There's different races in Bleach. There's the Quincy with the bow and arrows. That's what Uryu is.
Yeah, that's why I got a little bit into that.
The Arankar, which are just like hollows, except they're more in form, and they have their own masks and shit.
Isn't that what Nell is?
Yeah, Nell's an Arankar. She's actually a former Espada number 3. She was actually one of the top 10, which is pretty impressive.
Okay.
And then there's Fullbringers, which are just literally humans with spiritual pressure-related powers. And, the only Fullbringer in the entire show until the Fullbringer arc was just Chad. It was just Chad.
So
Chad's
Chad is a
Fullbringer.
Fullbringer.
Yeah, you don't find out what he is until that arc.
Oh, okay. That's what
It's
I thought.
sad. It's so sad because Chad barely gets any attention after like his part of his small arc in the beginning of the show, which is really cool. And then for a really long time, he's just a side character. Chad is fucking awesome. I love Chad.
Yeah. That's one thing I've realized about shonen anime. Every shonen anime always has one character that's big at some point, and they get pushed to the side later for like no reason.
Yeah. I mean, there's like the rest of the original group with like Ichigo, Orihime, Uryu, Chad. He's the one that gets the least amount of attention, and it's really sad because he's the best of them, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Like the rest of them, like Ichigo, obviously he's the main character. Of course, he's gonna get a fuck ton of attention, most screen time, most girls. Orihime, she's got big tits. She's gonna get the most men. Uryu, he's got glasses and he's got a bow and arrow. He's automatically cool. He's got glasses and he just does this, so automatically he's cool. Chad, he's Mexican. He gets the least amount of attention. Just kidding. I don't think it has to do with him being Mexican, but Chad gets the least amount of attention, and it's upsetting because he's cool.
Yeah.
Like, he actually
for example, huh? Are you?
He actually becomes a heavyweight boxer after the initial series ends in the manga. Mm-hmm. It shows on TV. Hey, look, Chad's boxing. It's like an actual like fight. It's like, holy shit. I hope he doesn't kill this guy. He accidentally activates his full ring, just the entire head gets cleaned off. Jesus Christ. There's a beam of light just goes around the entire ring, and it's like, that's against boxing, isn't it? And what just came out of Chad's arm? And just like
another example from another series is Tien from Dragon Ball. It doesn't help his character that he gets introduced like halfway through the first series, and even then he's not even the hero, he's a villain.
Yeah.
But in the next arc he becomes a hero, and he's like a big deal during the King Piccolo arc and the next tournament, and even during the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, and then he's just shoved into the background.
Sure.
And it never explains in the anime why he has 3 eyes. Ever.
He just has 3 eyes.
Yeah, it's explained in the manga, though. He's a descendant of the 3-eyed people, which are like a race of people who existed on Earth, who don't exist anymore, or something like that, or there's very few of them left. But before Vegeta was around, Tien was Goku's rival. Like, he would always push himself harder to be better than Goku, and he was better than Goku at one point, but then Goku surpassed him. But then after he got pushed in the background in Dragon Ball Z, he still had a few good scenes, even when he was pushed more in the background, and then he got his time to shine again at the end of Dragon Ball Super Season 1, which is really nice. Apparently he opened he went down the path of Master Roshi, and he opened up his own dojo, which is nice. And then he became his own character again, which I thought was great.
Yeah.
Now we just need Yamcha to come back.
Yeah, I don't know much about Dragon Ball. He does, so. Lucas,
I'm the Dragon Ball freak.
Lucas knows a lot. This way. Lucas knows a lot. Alright, so I opened up Twitter. I want to look at some of the trending tabs before we end this. So
okay.
Because some of the trending tab names are just the weirdest. Yo-Yo Mama is trending under politics.
Yo Mama's got some opinions, man.
Wait, no, it just says Yo-Yo Ma. I don't know. What does this mean?
Yo Ma's got some opinions, man. He's about to tell his truth.
After receiving a second dose, Yo-Yo Ma transforms waiting period into a performance at Pittsfield Vax Clinic. This guy plays a violin. Or is it a mandolin? It's just playing music. And it's... Why is this under politics? This guy's just playing music.
Okay.
I don't get this shit.
Maybe he's protesting communism or something. Who knows?
I don't know. What does this mean? He just does music. This man is just a violin guy. Alright, now Medusa's trending in the United States.
Amadeus?
Medusa.
Oh, they said Amadeus. Like, Amadeus? Like, what is he gonna, like, take a shit or something?
He's gonna take a fat, massive shit. It's... Okay, the top post so far is Medusa deserves a film from her perspective. Maybe? Like the god Medusa, goddess.
She's not a goddess.
I don't know what she is.
She's a Gorgon.
A Gorgon?
Alright. She's the queen of the Gorgons.
Queen of the Gorgons. It's also a Twitter account that's verified at Tiny Kinsey scale.
Yeah, if like Medusa had her own film, like in the original Greek mythology, she doesn't wear clothes. I'm pretty sure most people don't know that.
Yeah, well, everybody's using the same fucking gif over and over again of Medusa. Like,
she keeps... she literally slithers around topless, so I don't think a movie would ever happen.
Well, she has armor over her tits in this one, so... That's about it, though. And it's like the same exact gif of her tail stabbing through this guy who's covered in stone. And it's just the same thing. I see it one more time. Okay, I'm done with this trending app. I saw it one more time. A new one. Corpse. Twitter in space. It's about corpse. I don't care. I see corpse husband. I see too much about...
What's that?
He's a YouTuber.
Oh.
People are just so obsessed with him. To the point where It's like Dream, but with Among Us instead of Minecraft.
Okay.
I'm sick of it. I see him, and I see Dream, and I see the exact same thing. Taking over the trending tab just because they farted or some shit. Or they breathed, or they spit in their drink. They did something in their daily life that had people have to go to Twitter and tweet about it. It's annoying.
There's some weird people on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was watching Tosh Boy a while back. That's an interesting show that talks about the internet, but he did an interview on this person who calls herself Burping Girl. She's so gross. Oh my god, her content makes me want to throw up.
What the fuck? Okay, that's the most generic and also disgusting name. The Burping Girl. I mean, at least they were honest and they were straightforward. Oh man, that's so stupid.
Oh, it's not what you think if you saw the video. It's literally like 10 minutes of videos about her burping on stuff or burping on people.
Why?
There's even the video about like her boyfriend who like enjoys it. I'm just like, God, what the fuck is wrong with people, man?
Alright, so I'm looking at things that I've replied to on Twitter now, because that's also part of the discussion. These were also on trending tabs. Alright, so there's gonna be a live action Powerpuff Girls. What do you think about that?
How would they do that? The Powerpuff Girls look like chibi characters.
Yeah, well, they did something. They've casted some characters, they look nothing like them.
Yeah, I was about to say, because the Powerpuff Girls don't have fingers.
Someone replied, I don't see it. And they have all the Powerpuff Girls lined up and the characters they casted. And they were like, I don't see it. I don't see it either. Here, I'll send it to you. I'm gonna save the image. Alright, well. Fuck it, I'm screen sharing. I'm sharing my screen.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I don't see.
Yeah, those don't look anything like them.
No.
At all.
They
Especially
don't.
like Tiddy something now.
I don't fucking know. This shit does not look like Powerpuff Girls.
No, it does not.
For context, we're looking at Twitter.
Wait, is that a picture of me right there?
Is it? Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'll get to that in a second. Like right here, they said, I'm just waiting till they ruin Ed, Ed, and Eddie this way, and I said, don't give them ideas. Don't give them ideas. Ed, Ed, and Eddie's too precious for this shit. Oh, I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that. He says the hard end. He says the hard end. I'm not playing that. It just says
What movie is that? What movie is that, though?
I can't remember. All I know...
I'll just search his IMDb.
Yeah. Papa John when he relapses during March 21st. Oh man, that's funny. And I replied to this. I said I can't believe Kylo Ren said the N-word in a posted picture.
I've seen video edits of that where it says it was Poe and Finn escaping from the Star Destroyer or wherever they were at.
Yeah.
And it's in one person said in the comments, the First Order decided to cut ties with Kylo Ren after this incident.
Oh man. This one I retweeted says Papa John when Gold Digger starts playing. It's so good. Oh man. Oh no. Oh, there's this deep fake. Hold up. I want to restart it. It's so good. It's such a good deep fake. It's fucking funny. Oh man.
I remember way back in the early days of YouTube, some guy did a cover of that. Well, he didn't. He just lip synced the whole thing, but it became such a huge sensation.
Yeah.
It's like unheard of at the time.
Did you guys see that? Yeah. This is the only time I've literally replied to a corpse tweet, It's hashtag corpse tweet selfie day. And I just posted that. I posted, okay, for audio listeners, this is image of me wearing Lucas's Opie sweatshirt, and I am bald, so it makes me just look like One Punch Man.
Yeah. That thing actually fits you pretty well.
It did. Hey, this picture's great.
I remember you wore it for like a whole day after that. You're like, you can have it back when I leave. And I was just like, okay.
Hold up. I gotta show you this video right here. This video is so fucking... Alright, I'm putting full screen. Oh, the quality is great on this one.
Who cares? It's Twitter trash. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's trash at gyro.
Well, it was my first bath in 500 years.
Dude, imagine the smell of her feet. I'm disappointed in myself knowing exactly what you're thinking.
I must smell her everything.
Bruh.
Imagine how does it stink.
I have fucking foot fetish.
Huh?
Could you imagine how she smelled during those 500 years? Truly a pungent odor needs to be treasured.
Bottle up her juices.
No.
I can smell the degeneracy of this tweet more than I can smell her.
Stop!
Damn, but you stank.
I wonder how her ass tastes like. This is my first time hearing Mithra talk and I don't know if I like her as much anymore.
For audio listeners, I'm shaking my head in disappointment.
Oh man.
God.
Yeah. That's that for you. Oh wait, how do I... There we go.
What's wrong with people, man?
I don't know.
I'll never understand foot fetish, ever.
I don't understand it either. With like most other fetishes, you either get like, you can at least get mouth or get ass or something. What do you get with feet? The pinky toe?
I don't know.
Like what?
And
Like
there's also a big rule about asses. You never go ass to mouth. says Dante Hicks.
that is true.
Too.
Never do that. Never go ass to mouth. If you
go ass to mouth.
If I'm literally gonna use that statement, if anybody ever gets that crazy, and I'm gonna be like, you never go ass to mouth. And I hope they know what I'm talking about because that's gonna make it even better.
I can't wait for Clerks 3. It's gonna be great.
Oh shit. Okay.
Huh?
One more thing before we end. Well, I don't know. Maybe we won't end this right away. But here's this. There was an MMA fight about a week ago between this guy, Petra Yan or something like that, and what's his name? Aljamain Sterling. So this guy right here, Petra, decided right after Aljamain was considered down, he would knee him in the face.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's that right there, kneeing him right in the face. The piece of shit that he is. And there were people that were ready to defend Petra for, like, the dumbest shit reasons, alright? Like, apparently this is, like, the title for the welterweight in MMA. And he won by default. Aljamain won by default because Petra got disqualified. That's not, and Aljamain made a tweet saying that it wasn't the way he wanted to win. Obviously, nobody wants to fucking win that way. But there were people were using the excuse that Aljamain was taking photos with the belt as an excuse to say that Peter should have won the fight. No, that's not, we're not gonna default to this. That everybody was like, oh, he was acting when he was on the floor in pain. It's like, dude, everybody's like, he should get an Oscar for that act. I'm like, bitch, you ever been kneed in the face?
I have. It doesn't feel good.
No, it doesn't. I've been kneed in the face in wrestling. Not that hard, but even not that hard hurts like a bitch.
I got kneed in the face so hard, it didn't knock me out, but I literally couldn't get off the ground for a few minutes after.
Aljamain's entire head just went, bruh. when he got kneed in the face. It looked hurt. It looked like it fucking hurt. It was painful to look at when that happened. And people saying, "Oh, but he was taking photos with it and all that." Shut up. It's called he won the belt, and people want to take pictures with him with the belt. It doesn't mean he wanted to take the pictures, because the first thing he did when he got the belt in his hands, he threw it on the ground and walked away. Because that's not the way he wanted to win the fight, and I don't blame him.
Oh, so they were fighting for the belt?
Yeah, they were fighting for the welterweight belt in MMA. And right there, that's how that ended. With the disqualification of him, Peter Young. Disqualification. I can't talk, man. I really can't talk. Right, okay. So we got a new thing to talk about.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so there's, the other day, there was this account called Super Straight. They were trying to create a new gender, alright, called Super Straight. They said, what is Super Straight? This is a new sexuality that means that you are only attracted to cisgender women or men. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you with coming up with the definition of straight. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Good fucking job. And
why was there a picture of Slade next to it?
We'll get to that. This was made due to an influx of people saying that you aren't straight if you aren't attracted to trans women or men. We are part of the LGBTQ plus now. No, you're not. You're just straight. Also, this flag that they made, which is just black and white, looks like Slade. It looks like Slade from Teen Titans.
I love that version of Slade. He's so cool. It's also played by Ron Perlman, and he brings such a dark, sinister tone to his character.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely the best way that Slade's ever been portrayed in media.
Yeah, I like the original Titans a lot more than Teen Titans Go. A lot of people wouldn't agree.
Everybody who doesn't agree with that is someone who didn't watch Teen Titans as a kid and decided to watch Teen Titans Go when they were older. Or they were a kid who watched Teen Titans Go.
Yeah. Also, this guy said Pornhub wants their flag back. It's fucking great. Oh yeah, this guy said I made something unholy. This is apparently like the... Right here, these two signs mixed together is apparently the super straight symbol. I think that's just stupid that they did that. They're like... Here's how I replied to the Slade thing. I went like, I did this. Yeah, for context, I put like a cursed image of Robin from Teen Titans Go.
Yeah. God, I hate Teen Titans Go. It is the worst.
It's so fucking shitty. Oh great. I replied to this thing. Alien X fans are debating who would in a battle. You know, they forgot the word win. They just could not give a fuck about this trend. Whoever was writing the description of this, they just said fans are debating who would in a battle between Ben 10's Alien X or Dragon Ball's Goku.
Okay.
First of all, no one cares. Second of all, this guy could not care less about his proofreading when he made the description for the tweet. I just replied grammar. Oh yeah, remember that one time I was talking to you about that one streamer that I watched named Josh, one of Carson's friends? Yeah, here's his this art that he commissioned from this person.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing. He looks like he was from the time, the 1800s right there.
1700s. He looks like a founding father.
He looked like he literally wrote the Declaration of Independence.
50 Cent.
Yeah, this thing about 50 Cent right here. 50 Cent once challenged Floyd Mayweather to read one full page of a Harry Potter book out loud without messing up. If successfully completed, 50 Cent agreed to donate $750,000 to charity of Floyd's choice. Mayweather declined. Holy shit. Dude, can he really not say... Like, can he not actually read a full page of Harry Potter without fucking up? Does boxing fuck you up that much?
I think he's dyslexic.
Probably, man. Dude, that's actually quite sad.
Oh, Mr. Potato Head joined the canceled.
Yeah. Dude, the whole thing about that one girl from The Mandalorian is really stupid. Imagine saying something on your personal Twitter and getting fired by Disney because you said something on Twitter. But whatever. And also Paw Patrol was there, and I was like really confused. I was like, wait, why is Paw Patrol in the canceled community? What's up with
You know
that?
something that's really annoying? That's casual. But what's something that's really annoying about those teams is that people actually like conceded and actually like took away the mascots, except for hockey. The Chicago Blackhawks. They're just like, nah, we're staying.
Yeah.
You can't do anything about it. Like, you can say it's racist. We don't give a shit. We're not gonna give in like Washington and whatever that baseball team is. That's the Red Indians baseball team, right?
Yeah.
What team is that?
Cleveland Indians, I think.
Oh, okay.
The baseball team. Yeah. It shouldn't even be named Indians. Native Americans. I don't get it. I don't get that. I know they're trying to stick to the roots of what they came back with up in, like, what, 1920 fucking whatever.
Yeah.
Seriously. Actually, no,
It's
I think they were
nonsense.
called up in the 1800s. And I think that's when when pro baseball was, like, pretty much officially formed. But still, like,
God.
they ain't Indians, bruh.
Yeah.
Those guys are in the second most populated nation in the world.
Hello, kitty.
Oh, Lucas has a cat.
Yes. Come here, Mitty. Come here.
Also, the day that Mr. Potato Head was trending on Twitter, oh boy. Let's just talk about how everybody took that out of proportion. Maybe no one knows the actual truth anymore. There's this cat. Hello, man. What's up?
S cat. This is Mittens.
SK. Oh, I know where he is. Oh, that room is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the dartboard. I see
Yep.
the dartboard. Dude, I started getting good at darts by the end of the game. Remember when I won twice in a row in the most dumbest way possible?
Yeah.
That was so funny.
One thing I really liked about playing through Shenmue again is that I didn't touch the dartboards last time I played the game, and then every time I was on break from work in the game at the end, I just played darts. If I had free time, because there was no QTE title inside the service center, so I'm like, hey, look, darts, and I played darts.
Yeah. Anyways, about the Mr. Potato Head bullshit. First off, they didn't get rid of Mr. Potato Head. They changed the brand name from Mr. Potato Head to Potato Head. That means on the box it's just gonna say Potato Head. There's still a Mr. and Mrs. Everybody's like, oh, they're non-binary now. They don't have genders. No. There is a Mr.
So much...
They...
Why does there have to be such a big deal? I don't understand. Like, if you were seriously attacking toy products, you have nothing better to do with your fucking life.
There
I don't
you
care
go.
who you are, if you're gay, straight, a lesbian, non-binary, which is not a real thing in my opinion. Being non-binary is stupid. I'll say that.
I'll
Anybody
say
who gets
that.
offended can get offended. I don't care. There's a reason why you don't see them in the workforce is because you have to identify as something that works somewhere. That's why you don't see non-binary people in the workforce, is because they can't work. It's against government policy. I don't give a shit. Your non-binary bullshit is bullshit. Okay, so if you're seriously attacking toy products, you have no life, and you need to get a life. End of story.
Yeah. Here's, like, I'm not gonna comment too much about the whole genderqueer thing, but here's the thing. Attacking a toy product about changing a name is stupid. Praising them about it is also stupid. Because you're praising them for the wrong thing.
Yep.
You praise them for supposedly getting rid of genders. What if they just didn't want to have the Mr. on the logo? What if they just wanted to reserve space on the fucking front of the box? And then all of a sudden on Twitter it became a gender thing, and the CEO of Mr. Potato Head is just like, what the fuck? What happened? Like, it just gets trending on Twitter, and he's like, That's not what I wanted to do. I was just saving box space. Listen, guys. Like, come on. People get things out of proportion so fucking easily. It's so easy to be like, that's wrong.
This is one of the biggest things about the modern world, is nonsense like this, where we're seriously ignoring the real problems instead of complaining, and then instead everybody's complaining about this nonsense.
Dude, I think like everybody took an L on Twitter that day about Mr. Potato Head turning into Potato Head. That's the literal brand name. Okay, you know Ben Shapiro, hypothetically?
Yeah.
Okay, this motherfucker, like, okay, I don't know why, but my grandma really likes him. I don't really like him. My family's very conservative. I am sort of conservative. I don't really get into politics. I don't care. Even if I was heavy right-wing, I don't like Ben. I just don't. And here's one of the reasons why. He said on Twitter, "Happy Purim, everyone. Apparently, according to Jewish law, you must drink enough so that you don't know the difference between Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head." Referring to the whole business about Potato Head. I replied, they changed the brand name. That's it. For the love of God, Ben, don't get worked up over a toy.
Yep.
Come on!
And seriously,
a toy!
They have interchangeable parts for a reason. It doesn't have to be gender neutral. Like, when I was a kid, I would mix and match parts from Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, and it was fun. It has nothing to do with gender equality.
Exactly.
Never has.
Just like Woody said
Yeah.
in the first Toy Story. You are a toy! Remember that quote from 1995? From Tom Hanks? You are a toy! Exactly. It's
You're
just
not a Space
Potato Head.
Ranger, you are a child's plaything. A child's plaything is the key word here.
Look, Buzz, an alien!
I don't think kids are gonna give a shit. Really.
Yeah, no one's gonna care. The kid's just gonna look at it and like, ooh, potato!
Yeah, he's gonna look at it and be like, oh look, interchangeable parts, cool, toy. The end.
It's just a
End of
toy.
story.
It doesn't need to have gender qualifications or shit. It just don't. It's a toy. It's a piece of plastic. It don't have an actual dick or puss. No one cares. It's a toy. Did Barbie have something down there? A secret hole?
No.
Did Ken have a little hot dog? No. It's a piece of plastic. Grow up, Twitter. Grow up. Grow a pair of balls.
1, open Twitter. 2, sad.
That was my status not long ago. Oh, I need to change my status. I'm not cleaning anymore, dude. Alright. Anyway, let me scroll down. Is there anything else interesting?
Oh, that scene.
Oh, this scene's from Family Guy's amazing.
I want to thank you all for coming out here today. We got a serious situation down in the Bronx. Our friend needs to get a message to the short man in the hat. He needs to deliver this message before the construction site contracts are handed down. It's of vital importance that these matters be attended to. So we may have to bring in our friend from Yonkers. What? I say we may have to bring in our friend from Yonkers. I want to thank...
Oh, that's so fucking awesome. I love... That's amazing. Oh my god, there's a Rickroll. Oh yeah, there was a Rickroll in absolute HD. Look how crisp that looks, dude. Oh, that's so good. Sorry that you can't see it.
I can see it.
No, you can see it. I'm talking to the audience, like... Yeah. Oh my god! Oh! Alright, here's another thing about Potato Head, dude. This guy named Mark Dice, alright? Mr. Potato Head is a racist caricature of an African American. Why is such a hateful product even sold today? He's a potato! God, guys!
He's a fucking potato. Potatoes are brown, people. Get over your nonsense.
They have brown skin! It's the potato skin! All potatoes look brown! worse. Do you know the origins of Potato Head? Do you know the origins of Mr. Potato Head is literally poor kids wanted a toy, so they literally grabbed a potato and stuck shit in it and called it Mr. Potato Head.
Well, they're gonna have to ban Toy Story now, man. You know what I'm talking about? You can't have
no!
that.
No more
can't show it to
Woody.
kids
No
no
more
more.
Buzz. No one. You can't watch this shit, kids. Oh no! I'll bleach your eyeballs. Jesus Christ. This guy right here. Please, someone pay attention to me. I'm right here. Mark Dice, human napkin. This person said it's a fucking potato. Amen. Amen. Oh, I can't say that. That's religious. Oh.
Amen.
Oh no. I'm getting.
Amen.
Amen. Yeah. Oh.
Xenomorph and fan art. What the hell?
Okay, checks why Xenomorph is trending. Xenomorph and Fartnut. Fortnite. I can't believe they did that. They also did that. They also did that to Ryu.
Ryu
Oh,
and
man.
and Chun-Li.
There's another deep fake of Ryu. Oh, I need to do that to myself one of these days. I need to do that.
Oh, you can't say queen anymore. That's racist or something along those lines.
Disney announces new movie telling sympathetic feminist origin story of Xenomorph Queen. It's not real, by the way.
Oh,
It's just fake. It's fake as fuck. It just says at the top, "Slay, Queen, slay."
Even though Disney actually has an attraction for xenomorphs, there actually is a ride for Alien. Like, that's actually a legit thing. Like, it's terrifying. I've never been on it because it wasn't at the park I was at. I don't think so. But yeah, like, it actually had, like, there was a real park in Disney that has xenomorphs in it.
Oh. I remember this from that YouTube video that we did a while ago. Almost 3 years ago now. Right here.
Yeah.
I put final boss, prepare for trouble and make it double. And then I replied, dude, I hate my life. Oh man.
Yeah, that's the fun thing I've always liked about the one thing that will always be good about Disney, though, is Disneyland and Disney World. Is because they stay untouched, basically.
Here's this. It says everyone watching Jimmy Fallon tonight thinking Tom Holland was going to reveal the title and teaser trailer for Spider-Man 3. This is these guys turning into clowns. It's really good. A Monster High live-action TV movie and animated series reboot set by Nickelodeon and Metal. And I just replied, but why?
That's Mattel, dude, not Metal.
Mattel? Sorry.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Know your products, you simpleton. Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I remember this. Better not tell my best friend this bullshit. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, that's disgusting to look at. Dude, I saw a third person Chun-Li holding a fucking AR-15 and I was like, I'm out. Fuck my life. I'm going to jump off a bridge.
They look like white people. They don't even look right. Like, they don't even... Ryu's Japanese and Chun-Li's Chinese. They don't look anything like that. They look like white suburban Americans.
This image pretty much explains the Overwatch games.
Oh, I see the tiny difference.
What's the tiny difference?
It's his shoes, man.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about it right there. It's one change. Oh man.
Oh my god.
Full Metal Alchemist. I forgot about Brain Pop. It's been so long.
I don't even remember the name of it was. You remember? Yeah, I was forced to watch Brain Pop like every day in 8th grade.
Now I miss Brain Pop. Now that I remember it, I actually went to the site and started playing some games. It was fun. Oh my god, dude, this shit. These Gen Z kids having no knowledge of significant historical figures and events. Oh, this is sad.
Helen Keller is the Nazi guy. No!
What Nazi guy?
I don't know. He's like a terrorist.
Helen Keller is a Nazi terrorist that is a male. Is that what you're telling me right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna write Helen Keller up here. Yeah. Right? No.
Are you thinking of Hitler?
Who's Hitler? Is Hitler the... Who's Hitler?
Who is Hitler?
Helen Keller was the blind and deaf person who was fake. She didn't exist, but everyone believes she was deaf and blind.
What? She was fake?
Yeah, she was deaf and
What?
blind.
What the fuck is wrong with some people? There's literally real footage of her.
Do you know what D-Day is? D-Day.
In person, a rapper?
Are you being...
Helen Keller is...
God.
D-Day the rapper, bro. I'm dropping a new album called The German Advance. Hit it up. I'm gonna have my new hit single, Battle of Stalingrad. Hey. Yeah, that's me, D-Day. Fucking shut up. Is that really?
There's some people...
I replied to this tweet saying, "This makes me want to be a good dad."
That's a teacher right there.
Yeah, this is a teacher just appalled by his entire classroom.
Because they're so stupid.
They're
Brain
so...
dead.
Dude, Gen Z is absolutely... I retweeted it and I said I want to commit unalive. Shit like that just makes me want to just not exist because this shit sucks. Oh man. Hold up. I gotta play this shit. Okay, for context in this video for audio listeners and apparently video viewers, because nobody's gonna be able to see my screen. So there's this TikTok of this guy who's responding to a Joe Biden response, and he's acting like a gorilla around his fucking laptop. Listen to what Joe Biden says.
A lot of people don't know how to register. Not everybody in the community, the Hispanic and the African American community, particularly in rural areas that are distant and or inner city districts, know how to get online to determine how to get in line for that COVID vaccine. A lot of...
Dude, that's so... He's just blatantly racist. That's racist. That's shitty. To assume that a lot of African Americans and Hispanics can't use fucking technology to sign up for a fucking... What is this shit?
It's gonna be a fun 3 years with this dumbass.
It's gonna be great.
I can't believe he actually got elected. I don't even pay attention to politics. I'm just like, really? Joe Biden actually got elected?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, this tweet. I think 6ix9ine should be allowed to say the N-word. Look at this kid. This kid looks like every 8th grader when we graduated high school right here. I replied, "Is the kid in the picture on the school bingo team or something? What the fuck is he dressed for?" Like, literally nobody else in the background of the picture is fucking dressed for anything. He has a polo that's completely open and some shitty looking khaki shorts and the shittiest looking basketball shoes I've ever seen. This kid just like screams, "I'm on the bingo team."
Isn't it so strange how we and that kid are part of the same generation, but we're so different somehow, even though we're supposed to be the same? Like, what happened in those 6 years between my existence and my 7 years, 6.5 years, between my existence and my little brother's existence that makes us so different? I'm guessing technology. When we were young, technology sucked. It's true, it did. Yeah. Windows XP was the most advanced thing at that time. and the internet, it didn't go that fast, and websites weren't as detailed as they are now.
Oh! Well, did that
The
screw
thing
up
was,
the thing?
and the
I'm
thing was,
pretty
not
sure it did.
everybody had the internet when we were kids, and the
shit.
libraries, at least the library in my town, still used dial-up. That's one of the biggest differences. Is we weren't exposed to the same nonsense as they were. YouTube existed when we were still very young, but it was in such its early baby phases that it didn't have the things it has now.
I didn't realize this when I started streaming my screen. On the recording thing, it fucking shoved your face out of the way.
Oh well, don't worry about it.
So for about a solid 25 minutes, ain't nobody saw your face.
That's fine. I don't care.
All right. Well, anyways, like, yeah, that's shit's stupid. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna screen share again. Whatever. Fuck it. Nobody's really gonna care. It's a podcast. Anyway, there's this.
Yeah.
There is. I said not only an asshole. Okay, listen to this. It's Ted Cruz and his wife Heidi.
Ted's always kind of freaky. He eats hair, human hair. He's the first one to say, "Let's go out and eat hair. It's wonderful now and again." See? Hair.
What the hell was that?
He likes human hair?
What does he own again? What makes him... He's rich, right?
He's the senator of Texas.
Oh, okay. So he's not rich. He's just a politician.
Yup. I said not only an asshole, but the next host of Bizarre Foods after Andrew Zimmern. It is so bizarre. He's gonna be the next host of that shit. Alright, this tweet right here, I had to retweet it. It says, being sexually attracted to your partner is extremely important. Don't let this bird platform lie to you. Yeah.
Go outside.
Go outside. Oh, man. Oh. I posted this thing on Twitter. It says, warming up a Jimmy Dean's breakfast sandwich. Seems to be cold in the middle, and I posted the weather forecast for when everything freezed in the middle of America. This is literally a Jimmy Dean's breakfast sandwich you get at the gas station right here. That's it. That's what it is. It's always fucking cold in the middle.
Oh, God. I'm so tired.
He's so tired. Oh yeah, one more thing before we head out, because we've been recording for an hour and a half. It says, if all your common knowledge of anime is Demon Slayer, Naruto, Inuyasha, Bleach, One Piece, Fate, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Gundam, My Hero Academia, Yu-Gi-Oh!, and Ghost in the Shell, then you're not an anime fan. Normally stay the fuck out of anime. I'm pretty sure if you liked an anime, you're an anime fan. Because those are anime.
Yeah.
Surprise! Surprise, motherfucker! It's an anime. If someone likes it, they are a fan of anime. Because they watched an anime. You don't need to like all anime to be an anime fan. This guy is a turd nugget.
Here's the thing about people who say they don't like anime. Like, I'm a fan of it, but I don't like. I don't hold it in some like high pedestal above everything else like a lot of fans do.
Yeah.
It's like if you say you hate anime, prove it to me because you don't watch it. Like,
Exactly.
What makes you hate it? Like, if you say you hate it, that means you have to have watched it and had a really shitty experience with it. The ones people say I don't hate it have never watched it before in their lives. So you don't hate it because you don't watch it. You just don't watch it. There's a difference.
Exactly. Okay,
But
here's
if
the
I had to choose, oh, just one more thing. If I had to choose between anime and movies, like American Hollywood movies, I'd actually choose the Hollywood movies. Which sounds like a crime to someone who watches anime, because apparently anime has to be the greatest thing in your existence ever.
Yeah.
Like all the weeaboos think.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably watch anime casually. I actually haven't watched much anime. The last anime I watched, I was actually watching Samurai Champloo a few weeks ago. It should be in your history on Funimation, so which we both share an account. Yes, it is. But, like, that's the last anime I've seen so far. I'm actually a huge fan of Bleach, Samurai Champloo, Gurren Lagann. Yeah, that's a fucking awesome show. I'm sort of a fan of anime. But yeah, I think I'd have to go with Lucas. I think I'd rather watch a movie. If I really wanted to watch something with some serious take. I mean, there's plenty of anime that have really good story building. Like Gurren Lagann, for example.
Yeah, or Steins Gate.
Mm-hmm. And, but seriously, I think there's a lot of Hollywood movies that will write a much better story than a lot of other anime. Because
especially about modern anime, this is like a hot topic. I get that, but a lot of modern anime isn't that good.
Yeah.
Anime's definitely run out of ideas. They've kind of run dry on a lot of things. Like, there's still some good stuff around, like My Hero Academia and Dr. Stone.
And My Hero Academia, for me at least, has taken a steep downhill. I've lost a lot of interest for it. I don't really find myself going back to watch it anytime soon. I maybe, I'll think about it. But I lost a lot of interest after All Might became Small Might. So, because I started to notice the kids were just becoming... It was clear that they were very dependent on All Might, but they were continuing to be so. And they were like still whining about everything, and it's like, dude, just no, I can't deal with it. They're not character building. They're taking way too long to develop. They take
a while in
that
show.
Dude, they take a fucking hot minute to grow a fucking dick. Jesus.
Season 4 definitely had a lot of good world building, though.
I don't think I've gotten to that point, but maybe I have.
You haven't. You stopped like halfway through season 3.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
I have no idea how far along it is, so whatever.
Season 5's premiering soon. That's as far as it is. I'm all caught up and stuff, but yeah.
You know what anime plot or whatever story that I'm really super disappointed in, because like all the things that it claims to be just isn't. Azurlane. I get it. It's fan service. Everybody likes tits and ass. Got it. That's very clearly aware in that show. However, they say Azurlane is based loosely off World War II.
No, it isn't.
No. All you fucking... Okay, I already talked about this in the last podcast, but I just can't stop. You can't... Don't even tell me. Don't even tell me it's loosely based off World War II when all you did was take famous World War II era ship names and put them on anime girls. That's all you did. All you did. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Not World War II. It's just tits and ass. That's it. That's all you did.
You know, there's times where tits and ass works, and there's times when it doesn't. It works in High School DxD, and then it doesn't work like anywhere else, basically.
Well, some of the girls from Azurlane are pretty fucking hot, but that doesn't fucking excuse. I'm currently from time to time, I think of better ways to handle Azurlane. I might actually fucking write it. I don't know. It's a fan fiction, I get it. But it feels fucking awesome to me. It feels much better, and it's... Like, someone already wrote a pretty awesome fanfic of Azurlane, and it's much darker and much more serious, and much more... It's a better use of all the plot points that Azurlane has.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing I've realized about people who write books.
Yeah.
Like the guy who wrote Sword Art Online, he had some good ideas, and then he failed and just kept writing for no reason. Like, I can write a better book than most of these people can, and they're seen as official writers. That's the problem with those.
Here's the thing.
Anybody can write a book, though. That's the thing. And just because you can write a book doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, I agree. Here's the thing that I just want to say about Sword Art Online. I think the season 1 was interesting enough to keep me interested. It has a lot of problems, but season 1 was, in general, decent. I liked it. It was good. I kind of liked season 1. I don't like anything else. I haven't seen the Alicization or whatever. I don't know how to say that. But I certainly hate Gungale and Elfheim. What the fuck? What did you do to my boy? Look how they've massacred my boy. That's literally the definition right there of look what they've done to my boy.
I watched Sword Art Online when I really got into anime when I was a teenager, and then I watched season 1. I'm like, yeah, that was good, and I watched season 2. I'm like, wow, that sucked.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever didn't like an anime that I watched. I'm like, God, that sucked. There was nothing good about that whole season. Like, Death Gun he sounded cool. That was it.
Yeah. Interesting villain, but never actually did anything kind of cool. He just kind of like, the first time we ever actually saw him in like an actual battle, he fucking just died. And that was like the end of the season. He just like became useless. Wow. Great. And also for the for a half, okay, I know I'm not going to say it appears a lot. But when Sinon's ass crack appears, they make it very well known that it's there. We don't need to know that her coin slot is present. Okay? When we don't have any change to spare. We just want to watch a show. I don't care if she has an ass crack. No one cares. We're just trying to watch a show. That's it. That's all we're trying to do.
The problem with that show was, in the beginning, it was interesting that there was a risk of death, and then there wasn't a risk of death, and then there was no point. Like, okay, so if you die, you just go back and do it again. Like, where's the story here? You can just keep dying and going back. Like, how Kirito tried to make it to the top of that tower, and he died making it there. And then he just responded like, yeah, if this is Sword Art Online, you'd be fucking dead. Like, that would have been interesting. But no, that doesn't happen anymore. Like, there's no risk.
Well,
no risk of death, no risk of loss.
Here's my take on that. Like, I think, like, after the first SAO, obviously they made it highly illegal to do what that first game did. So maybe that's why they get to restart their lives over, because they don't die. Because that was made sure to be illegal to have people actually die playing a video game.
Yeah.
So maybe that's my only explanation as to why that plot point was getting rid of. And to be honest, that's not my biggest gripe. My biggest gripe is like how slow it felt watching Gungale.
Oh yeah.
It was so slow, and it was even slower when her ass crack appeared. Like, we don't need to see that. Pan up to the faces. Pan the camera up. You know, it's a term
would have happened
in camera work.
If it was realistic, though.
Yeah.
The whole VR thing, they made new ones.
Yep.
But that wouldn't have happened. There would have been so much backlash from people being stuck inside of them and the brain frying.
Oh
thing,
yeah, there would be. No.
They would have just taken them off the market. Those things wouldn't have existed after SAO ended.
You're right.
That would have been the realistic ending, though.
You are so right. That wouldn't have happened. VRs would have been probably fucking banned for the fucking fear of having people die in them again. How are people just like I can't imagine that. Like, Kirito just got out of the most traumatizing experience he's ever had in his life and probably will ever have. Yeah. 5 minutes after getting home, he puts on a fucking VR headset. Like, what the fuck?
You know, there's another thing. Remember the main villain of Alfheim from Season 1?
Yeah.
After Kirito beat him, they fought again in the real world. In front of the hospital, and somehow Kirito was able to stab him like 12 times, no witnesses, and then there was no consequences whatsoever. Kirito like basically committed assault, and he got away with it. No
exactly.
problem.
I mean, yeah, he was a bad guy, but you know, you think the police would be like, there was a dead body. You know, they would at least be a little bit aware that someone fucking died in a parking lot. You know?
Yeah, and one of the things I had about SAO in the beginning is like you barely ever see the end bosses of the floors.
Oh man.
You see like 3, and there's things like by the time they actually get out of SAO, they're like on floor like 75 or something like that.
Yeah, it's something else, man. Something else entirely.
Because they waste so much time on nonsense they don't need to waste it on. They spend like, what, 3 episodes of the 15-episode arc on just Kirito and Asuna's romance. And then they spend that whole episode about Christmas where you don't even get to see Kirito fight Nicholas the Renegade. You just see him, like, talk about him for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then there's that pointless episode with them being stuck, Kirito and that other chick being stuck in the hole together to get some, like, dragon eggs or something.
Yeah, you know what? You know the whole romance thing for 3 straight episodes reminds me of? You know what that reminds me of?
Twilight?
Well, yes, but it also reminds me of Act 2 of Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
God,
Just,
Act 2.
I hate sand.
Who cares?
Yeah, who gives a shit, Anakin? It's like, if you hurt just as much as I do, please tell me. Can we see the clones?
Can we see the fight between Obi-Wan and Jango already, please and thank you?
Dude, it took so long to get back to Camino. The first time I ever watched it, I was like, what's happening? I almost fell asleep, and then I woke up when Obi-Wan opened the doors to the outside of Camino.
Dad,
and I'm like,
look. And that's when the film gets interesting again.
Holy shit! It's the fight. And it turned out that, like, even though the fight was cool, it was way too short. They got right back to, I hate sand. And it's like, fuck. Shut up.
But it's actually when the movie picks up again. Is when they go to Tatooine.
Yeah, when they got their asses out of lovey-dovey wanna-fucky mode. You know?
and all of a sudden Anakin's like, I need to find my mom. And like, okay, and then
they're like in bed.
A bunch of stuff.
Just imagine they're like in bed having some hot summer sex, and then all of a sudden they're like, my mom. And it's like, hey, what the hell? At least pull out, damn it, come on. Oh man, dude. Oh, episode 2 is Act 2 is a complete train wreck, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
man.
then
They spent way too much time on Padme and Anakin. That could have been like a 5, maybe 10-minute compilation of Anakin and Padme doing romantic things, and maybe a statement or something.
The thing was, too, I've actually watched the deleted scenes for that movie. There was supposed to be like 3 more scenes of them doing that shit.
No.
I'm not kidding.
Oh my god, stop.
Like, there was supposed to be a scene where Anakin was supposed to meet Padme's parents, and then there was another scene about him having another nightmare and him talking to her about it. I'm just like, oh.
Okay, here's the thing. I would have minimized it down to, like, Anakin and Padme maybe sharing a kiss, and then them realizing, you know, this is not meant to be, you're a Jedi, I'm a senator. And then maybe them having, like, a serious talk about it, and then Anakin having a nightmare. Everything else needs to fucking go. Especially I Hate Sand. That shit did not need to be in that movie.
No, it did not. That's Star Wars,
dude. That did not need to go in.
Even though people always claim that the sequel trilogy is a complete disaster fire, and it has bad dialogue. Every trilogy has always had bad dialogue. It's always been that way, if you ever really pay attention.
All 9 movies have a bad share of dialogue. Every one of them.
Every movie does.
Like, I'm gonna tell you, I do not like the sequel trilogy. I don't. I certainly don't. I don't think it feels very Star Wars to me. But I'm not gonna say that none of the rest of the movies have bad dialogue, because, bitch, that's a lie.
It's so true.
That's so... It's like, I'll tell you that I really hate They Fly Now, because I'm pretty sure everybody fucking hated that. That was so cringe. Yeah. I felt so much cringe from that. That was like Disney Channel early 2000s vibe from that shit.
Oh yeah.
That's so bad. I felt that and I was like, oh, I was in the theater. I was like, I almost said I had to go to the bathroom. I just almost up and out. I almost up and out of the theater, dude. I almost said, fuck it, Lucas. Let's go walk around the goddamn mall. I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom, dude. I mean, I would have had a valid...
There's at least one line.
Yeah.
There's at least one line in every Star Wars movie that I don't like. And even though some people love this line, I can't stand your half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder from Episode 5.
Oh my god. Dude, I hate that.
Insult is so stupid.
I hated that
so... Oh my god, really?
That insult was like one of the worst things I've ever heard out of any Star Wars character. I remember watching Episode 5, I'm like... Huh? Is that an insult? Because it ain't very good, Leia.
And then there's
Try again.
Okay, people always claim that George Lucas is like a master of like plot development, but he definitely did.
Oh, see you, Lucas. We'll be right back. What does it look like in the podcast right now? Oh, you can see me twice. Watch this. Hey. Hey, look at me. Oh, what the fuck? Oh.
Sorry, it booted me. Where was I?
Put your camera on. Turn your camera on. There it is. I don't know what the fuck happened. You were talking about, the scruffy looking nerf herder insult.
Oh, so that's where I clocked out?
Yeah, that's where you clocked out. I have no idea.
Princess Leia and Luke, like, George Lucas definitely didn't have that thing figured out at first, and I'm like, one thing that always irks me every time I watch Return of the Jedi is that she's like, I kind of always knew we were related. I'm like, why did you kiss him twice in the last film?
Yeah. Maybe she's from Alabama, dude. Maybe Alabama's an entirely different planet. You ever think,
that's Family Guys.
Dude, maybe
that's
that's what Alderaan was. Maybe they just love kissing their cousin or some shit. Hey, my sister looks pretty nice. Maybe I'll marry her. All right, we'll get the wedding reception going. It's like, that's how great Alderaan is. Everybody's related out here. It's like,
Oh, that reminds me of something about Star Wars and weddings. I'm not sure if it's canon anymore, but
yeah.
You know the very ugly dancer from Jabba's palace.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, she actually was forced to look like that. Jabba made her look like that. She's actually very beautiful.
Oh.
And when Han and Leia got married, she danced at their wedding as like a ceremony thing.
Oh.
That's some beautiful shit right there, man.
Hey. What was I gonna say? I fucking forgot. I was thinking of something. I can't remember.
I was thinking about something else.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of like bad lines in Star Wars, dude.
Yeah.
Like, from each movie, what is my least favorite line from each movie? Let's start with episode 1, The Phantom Menace. What's my least favorite line? We got 6 minutes left before we gotta end this. We're reaching 2 hours. My least favorite line from episode 1. I think it's gonna be...
Now, this is pod racing?
No. It's from one of the kids insulting Anakin. Come on, guys. Let's go play ball.
Oh, yeah, that one. My favorite...
Come on.
The worst line. My favorite line in episode 1 is, the ability to speak does not make you intelligent, as Qui-Gon says.
That's my favorite too, dude. That was such a good fucking rip on Jar Jar. I fucking love that. Dude, I love him. I love Liam Neeson in general. He's fucking awesome. He gives off badass vibes in any role. Any role that Liam Neeson has ever done, especially Qui-Gon Jinn. Just... fucking nailed it.
Okay, let's
And then the episode 2. What's my least favorite line? Same. I hate sand. It's rough and coarse and gets everywhere.
Yeah, like here, everything is soft and smooth, like awkwardly touching Padme.
Yeah.
My favorite line is one of the biggest insults in all of Star Wars when Jango Fett just straight up lies to Obi-Wan's face and saying, "I'm just a simple man making my way through the universe."
Oh yeah.
That's scummy, and I love it.
Fuck
How he just
yes.
straight up lies to his face like that.
Fuck yeah. What's my favorite line? What's my favorite line in episode 2? Obi-Wan on Camino. That's why I'm here.
Oh yeah.
It's me in every situation, like not knowing what the fuck's happening. That's why I'm here. I don't know. That's just awesome. Episode 3. What's my least favorite line in episode 3? Oh boy, I think it's another Christian.
Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen quote. Don't make me kill you.
Oh yeah.
You could hate a little bit more. You can hate a little more. You're supposed to feel passionately angry. Don't sound like you got 2 pussies to fill.
Okay, there's one scene in Revenge of the Sith I don't like, and it's the scene where Anakin's creepily watching Padme brush her hair on the balcony.
Oh my god! He's just
one
like
scene.
he's just.
Yep, that scene.
That's exactly how he was like. He was just staring at you. It felt creepy. It felt creepy. I'm pretty sure it felt creepy to the audience, too.
And I don't like when Padme says, "So that this blinded you?" I'm just like, that's my least favorite line in the movie.
Oh, man. Alright, what's my favorite line in the movie? What's my favorite line?
So uncivilized.
Oh, man, that's such a good line. I would go a little bit more serious with this one, though. Like, I love So Uncivilized, but I think... Ewan McGregor is such a good fucking actor, and I think he put a lot of... Like, I know, like, Hayden Christensen, I think he lacked a lot of actual emotion. It didn't feel real when he was fighting Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan, after he defeated Anakin... It felt really fucking sad to see the tears run down his face and the actual emotion from his voice. And I think him saying, "You were my brother, Anakin, I loved you," I think that's my favorite line in the movie, because that is a tearjerker line.
Yeah, that's...
And it felt real. It felt real.
That hurts worse than any injury. That hurts worse than anything else.
I agree. That was fucking sad to see.
That scene was also when Hayden Christensen was at his best, too.
Yeah. Alright, episode 4. What's my least favorite line? What's my least favorite line?
Episode 4 is basically perfect. That's my favorite Star Wars film. There's not too much bad about that film.
It was the first movie, but it had a lot of different, strange little flaws. They weren't very visible, but they were there.
Like when the stormtrooper hits his head, that's great.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. What's my least favorite line in episode 4? What is it? What's it gonna be? I'm thinking... I'm trying to think of one.
There's not too many bad lines in that film.
There's not. There's not. That's why it's really hard to think of one.
One line I always like that everybody always forgets is when Obi-Wan just straight up cusses for like no reason. He's just like, he's like, your uncle wanted you to have this. Your father wanted you to have this when you're old enough. Your uncle didn't appear. But you think you follow Obi-Wan in some goddamn crusade or something like weird like that.
I think my least favorite line in the movie, and this isn't saying it's bad, but I'm saying it's really hard to find a bad quote. I think my least favorite line is "Run, Luke, run." I think it could have had a little bit more emotion, like more like urgency. I guess not emotion, but urgency to run. Yeah. Oh, I can't find any other bad line in Episode 4.
Alec Guinness never screamed in any movie he was ever in, though. So
that's true.
Like his thing.
I'm not screaming, but like, "Run, Luke, run!" instead of "Run, Luke, run." You know, like barely moving his lips. Yeah.
Let go. Alec Guinness was great.
Yeah, Alec Guinness, dude. What's your least favorite one? Did you find one or not?
I guess it's the same.
Yeah, true. All right. What's your favorite line?
Can someone get this walking carpet out of my way?
I think my favorite line is just, my favorite line is when Han Solo is just screaming at the stormtroopers as he's running at them. That's it. Because that's actually my favorite scene. That's my favorite scene in the entire movie. That's how you. That's how you do a. That's how you do a comedic scene in Star Wars.
Yeah, like it's even better with the special editions, because in the original version there was only like 10 stormtroopers, and in the other version there's like 100 of them in that room.
Yeah, there's so many, and he's like, oh fuck. It's so good. All right, Episode 5.
Close the blast doors. Open the blast doors. Open the blast doors.
Open the blast doors. All right, Episode 5. Least favorite line. Episode 5. Shit.
Half-witted, scruffy looking nerf herder.
Okay, well, yeah, you reminded me of that. I was trying to think of something else, but yes, that's my least favorite line. Wow. Yikes, man. My favorite line is, actually Darth Vader. We would be honored if you would join us.
That's a good one.
Yeah, yeah.
I also had a Darth Vader quote, but a different one. That's when he says, "Don't make me destroy you."
During his fight with Luke?
Yeah, right after he cuts off his hand.
Yeah.
Darth Vader had so much menace in that film. It was great.
Oh, yeah. That was like at the top of his game, dude. Boom. Episode 6. Least favorite line. What is it? I'm thinking... Episode 6.
Surly Jedi, surly Jedi. That's my least favorite one.
When's that?
Jabba throws Luke into the Rancor pit, and after he's like moved, the thing's like moving, he's like just saying that over and over again. Surly Jedi, surly Jedi. Like he's being playful about it.
I think my least favorite line. I can't think of one again. Shit. Fuck. I literally can't think of one. You know what? I'm just gonna make an Ewok noise. There. That's my least favorite line.
Alright.
My favorite line from episode 6. Mine is, I'm a Jedi like my father before me. I felt Luke Skywalker's character was a definite improvement, and I think Mark Hamill acted a lot better than the previous 2 movies as Luke's character. And I actually love Luke Skywalker from episode 6. That's my favorite Luke. because he's at that point already a Jedi Master, in my opinion.
Yeah. My favorite line in episode 6 comes from Lando Calrissian when he tells Han Solo, "Would you get going, you pirate?" I love that line.
Fuck yeah. I love Lando. He's such an awesome fucking character. Episode 7. Oh boy. I think the best of the sequel trilogy. Episode 7, my opinion.
I think episode 9's my favorite. It's such a train ride, that's why I like it.
I mean,
It does have some... The ending was great because they didn't pull stupid jokes in the final battle, like the previous film did.
Yeah. Let's go with... I'm trying to think.
Least favorite line.
Least favorite line.
My least favorite one is, "Phasma, I'm in charge now. I'm in charge. I'm Phasma, I'm in charge." That line. Ray's like getting all up on Phasma's shit.
No, it's not Ray, dude. It's
No, he's getting all up in Finn's getting all up in Phasma's shit, is what I meant to say.
Yeah. Dude, oh my god. Dude, Finn, back up.
And then my favorite line is right after that when Han Solo's like, "Take it down a notch, kid."
I think I'll have to take both of those as my least and most favorites, because there's not much memorable I can think of that film. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember much, even if it is my favorite.
It's been a while since I've watched the sequel trilogy. I only watched episode 9 once, but I'll still remember my least favorite and favorite lines.
Yeah. Episode 8. My least favorite line is from Rose. I do not like her character. Dude, me and Lucas got... Me and Lucas once... Yeah, me and Lucas once got in a heated argument about that, and we were like, you know what, can we just shut up? And they're like, alright. Like, I hate her, and he thinks there's some qualities of her in some way, shape, or form. I don't like her at all. My least favorite line from the film is... dude, I can't even remember what it is, but I know for a fact that it stops Finn from sacrificing his life and having a heroic death.
Oh, yeah. She's like, we win by not dying, we win by living.
We don't die fighting, but we win with love, or something like that. It's like, dude... You know what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna comment any further. It's... Yeah. Oh, it made me angry.
Too.
That's my least favorite line in that entire film.
My favorite line in that film?
My favorite line is "See you around, kid." Right before Luke just fucks off.
That's a good one, yeah.
That's my favorite line.
That's a good scene. I like that.
More! Oh man, Kylo getting so pissed off was the funniest thing in that film.
That is a good scene in that film, though. That scene.
That was my favorite scene in the entire film. Was Kylo versus Ben. I almost said Ben. Luke.
Yeah. Kylo versus himself. There's a video for that.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I always liked Adam Driver's performance with Kylo Ren. He went all out with everything. Like, he always shows a little bit too much emotion, but it works because it's Star Wars.
Definitely.
See you around, kid. I was also thinking about
Hell
Snoke's final line when he's all confident about Kylo trying to kill Rey. He's just like, he turns a weapon on her and kills his enemy, and then he just gets stabbed right through.
Yeah, man.
That's also another good line.
Yes, I feel Snoke was killed off way too early. He didn't even. We barely knew this guy, and he fucking just dead.
One interesting thing about Snoke is that he's, you know how he's a clone and whatnot, but what he's actually made out of, he's made out of Abeloth's hairs.
Weird?
Yeah.
Weird.
That's actually a thing. This Abeloth, you remember her, right? She could breathe the dark side magic with her hair.
Yeah.
Every part of her was. So he's actually made out of parts of her, modified and stuff.
Yeah. Interesting.
Just a little expanded universe stuff for you.
Yeah.
Episode 9. Okay, let's just finish this up.
Oh,
they fly now.
Yep. Yeah, I think we can all
That's
universally agree. They fly now. Shut the fuck up, dude. God. Anyways, what's my favorite line? What's my favorite line?
My favorite line in episode 9, well, it's actually a bunch of voices, but it all comes from Palpatine's mouth when he's like, I have every voice you have ever heard inside your head. That's a cool scene.
Fuck yeah. That was pretty cool.
Getting in Kylo's head.
I think my favorite line... I'm still thinking. I think my favorite lines are all the Jedi voices in Rey's head at the end. That was pretty cool. Like, that was probably one of my favorite parts of the movie is when all the Jedi came together.
Yeah, even Ahsoka was there.
Even Ahsoka, yeah. I thought that was really interesting. However, the following few quotes were not my favorite because it just felt like Avengers Endgame. Like, come on. You can't just do it twice in a row. I mean, if Avengers Endgame didn't come out, this would have felt a little original, but it don't feel original anymore. I am all the Sith and I am all the Jedi. Oh, it sounds a little bit like I am inevitable in I am Iron Man. Doesn't it?
Iron Man was great. That was a good line.
Oh, that was so fucking awesome. That, like, when it's done in an original purpose, that was such a well-executed scene. Right there. I loved that. And like, Iron Man, just... That was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, at first I was like, Avengers is okay, but I'm like, I fucking love Avengers Endgame. Such a good movie. Anyway, 2 hours, 12 minutes, and 25 seconds. Holy fuck. We've been going for a while. A hot minute, man.
Well, it's fine to have some that are longer than others, right?
This is actually our second episode.
Yeah. First episode was only around an hour or so.
Yeah, it got uploaded today at noon while I was out in town, actually. I had that scheduled as an upload. This is going to be uploaded next week, Saturday on the 20th. This one's going to be uploaded on the 20th, but it will be available maybe later today or tomorrow on Podbean. Make sure to go check out the Podbean, and if not, enjoy it on YouTube. Eventually, I'm going to try to get this a monetized podcast, try to earn some kind of monetary value from it. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but I'd like to see where this can go. If you enjoyed it, then you enjoyed it. I don't know. It's cool. This is me, Birdie, and that's Lucas to my left.
Hello.
Hello. See ya. And anyway, thanks for listening in.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Fever Dream.